The Sony A7 III was my very first Sony mirrorless camera, and now we have the Sony A7 V. We're gonna check it out, and by the way, as you can see, the A7 V does come in a more minimalistic box compared to the Sony A7 III, but that's not what we're here for. We're gonna check out the Sony A7 V, and we're gonna do an unboxing and then talk about some of the features that I'm looking forward to in the new camera. And in today's episode, we have a new co-host, Bao Bao. Say hi to everyone. He might be a little bit camera shy, but that's okay. This is his first episode. So we're gonna open up the box here and we're gonna take a look at what's inside. So we got some paperwork, and some instructions. Who needs those anyway? And underneath all of here, we have the strap. We have the camera itself wrapped in this, and I think that's it. Oh, and I almost missed it. Here in the corner, we have the Sony NPF-Z100 battery. This is the same as the other ones that were used for the A7 IV, the A7 III. So we can reuse the same battery if you have one lying around, which I do. I have to charge this one before I use it. And then next, we have the most important part of the camera, which is the lens. So let's take off the body cap, lens cap. This first lens is the Sony 24-105 f4G lens. It is a bit older compared to some of the other newer lenses like the 70-200 f2.8 G Master Mark II. This hopefully will take full advantage of the A7 V's autofocusing system. I'm curious to see how that works, but that's gonna be a future video. But for now, we're gonna start with the 24-105 and check out the physical features of the Sony A7 V. Physically, it looks pretty close to the A7 IV body, but it has some additional refinements. I took notes on some of the things that I'll be looking forward to, and as part of the top 5 things that I'm really looking forward to for the A7 V, number 1 would be the LCD screen. Believe it or not, this is probably one of my biggest gripes about the A7 III. Yes, it does tilt up like this, but it does not tilt out like this. This is a very nice feature because if you're recording YouTube videos, you can see yourself, obviously, if you're in front of the camera, and if you have a monitor, it gets a little bit bulky, it gets clunky, and I end up not using the monitor and just kind of guessing if I'm in the frame. Next up, which I'll have to investigate later, there's improvements on the UI, especially going from the A7 III to the A7 IV. There's a whole new revamped menu system that's going to be more intuitive. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Next up, the autofocusing speed for continuous tracking has improved. The A7 V does 60 calculations per second compared to the 20 calculations per second that the A7 III does, so I'm hoping for a noticeable jump in autofocus tracking improvement. Also, we have 30 frames a second pre-capture up to 1 second, which is really nice. That's a new feature that wasn't available in the A7 IV. And then finally, last but not least, we have the auto subject detection for autofocusing humans versus animals versus other objects. In the past, you had to pre-select your subject before shooting, such as humans or animals, and then you make your shot. Otherwise, it may miss your eye autofocus. And now you have the camera pre-selecting that for you, and we're gonna see if it has some false positive or if it's reliable. And then finally, I do have one question, and that is how long will the shutter last? In the A7 III and the A7 IV, people have reported that they haven't seen the shutter last as long as they wanted to, and that there were some premature failures around that. And for me, I was a little bit worried, and I was just this close to getting the A7 IV, but I decided to hold off. And then now that the A7 V is around, I'm really hoping that they redesign the shutter so that it lasts longer. All right, well, that's all I got for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will now check out the A7 V a little bit more and tell you his review of that.